You know, if I can find it for a good price. Hey guys, it's Jess from She's the Posh. Welcome back. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my, if I can find it for a good price, wish list. I make videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so please remember to hit subscribe below and ring my bell so we can become best friends here on the internet. Okay guys, I have another fun video for you. Are they ever not fun? Are they ever? Except I guess when I rant and I'm upset, but like even those are still kind of fun. So in this video, I thought I'd share with you, I've already shared with you my wish list for the year, but I have this if I can find it for a good price wish list. I can't be the only one that does this. I was curious if you guys do this too, or there's items that you don't necessarily plan on adding to your collection unless you can get it for a really great deal. Whereas your items on your wish list and stuff, you're definitely thinking about adding to your collection, no matter really the price, you're willing to pay retail. Hopefully you can get it on sale or maybe the secondhand markets. So these are my items that I have here for you. And I hope you share what you have on your if I can find it for a good price wish list down below. So the first thing that's usually always on my list is an embellished lady Dior bag. I'm not sure what size it would be. It would just have to speak to me. I'd love to find a lady Dior bag that has some of the beautiful beading on it. I actually really love the tarot card bags that had come out a few years ago. I like some of the ones that are like celestial or zodiac type bags. So that is something that I'm thinking about that I would love to add, just an embellished one. Maybe there's one that I've never seen before, that it's an older version. I don't care if it has a zipper or the flap, it just has to speak to me. But I really don't want to spend much over $3,500 for the bag. Hopefully I can keep it around $3,000 because obviously it's not going to be a bag that I'm going to be using all the time. It's going to be embellished. It's not an everyday bag. Definitely something that I will know it when I see it, but it just has to be a great price because I know it's just gonna be more of a collector's piece. The next item that is on the wish list, if I can find it for a good price, is again, Dior piece, but this is the small book tote. So I do have a large book tote. I currently have it renting out right now. Normally it'll be right here in the back. That bag, it's a nice bag, but it is kind of big. It's not something I wear all the time. I do it when I'm traveling. I have used it for work. I do rent it out, so it does make me money. However, I think that if I could get one of the smaller versions, I think that would be more everyday bag, very cute, but they're over $3,000 and I'm just not going to spend that. So I'd have to find around the $2,000 price point or under, which is very hard to do. So it's probably something that will not be added to the collection. However, if you never know, you might have someone, a friend, someone that's selling it that had bought it when it was like $2,700 and they're willing to sell it to me for $2,000. If you're that person, let me know. But yeah, it might be something I add. I know there's some that might have some marks and things on it that maybe I can clean up. Maybe there's one that has like the glue residue on the inside. However, that's not very noticeable. I wouldn't mind paying, you know, a good price for a book tote, even if there's some wear to the inside, because most of the time I put an insert in it anyway, so it wouldn't bother me. If I can find something really cool in the small book tote size, maybe I would add that. Next is a pair of shoes. And these are the match and match shoes, the bow shoes, the embellished ones. Do I have any need for these shoes? No, I have no need for them. It's absolutely ridiculous purchase. They retail for over $1,000. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. And you know me, if you don't know me, I have a few shoe collection videos where I just share my Cinderella inspired shoe collection. Basically things with glitter and sequins and rhinestones, all that stuff. I'm about that life. So I have all those shoes in that video. So this would just add to it. I don't care what color it is, I like them. In the pink and satin, I like the all over glitter ones. I like the clear ones. I like the black sparkly ones. It doesn't really matter with this shoe. Every time I see it, it just takes my breath away. And I have no fancy parties. I'm not getting married. I have nothing where I would need these shoes for. I just like them. So if I could find them on the secondhand market for a good price, maybe I would just buy them. And they would sit in my closet for a while and I could look at them. Next, we have a vintage classic flap. So I have a story about what happened to my vintage classic flap I used to have. So I definitely want to add this to my collection. A lot of the ones I've seen are pretty high and not amazing condition. They're a little over $4,000, $4,500. So I'm hoping that maybe I can find one that can be restored by the leather surgeons like the one I had originally. And I want something either in the small or the medium size. And I definitely want the classic double flap in the black and gold. If I find one in the beige and gold, maybe that is something I would consider, but I definitely want just the classic vintage one. I have seen some, I've been watching the market, and I think I could get one right around the 4,000 price point or just under 4,000, but I'm kind of waiting to see if the prices drop a little bit more, because I really don't want to be paying close to $4,000 for something when I know I will probably have to pay also to get it restored. And buying it from Japan or eBay, I also have duties and taxes on top of that. So if I buy it for $4,000, it really is, I'm buying it for like $4,500. So yeah, a little too expensive. Next, we have the medium Loewe puzzle bag. I had the Luivee puzzle bag in the size small, and it wasn't something I was reaching for all the time. I love the bag, I love the look of it, but it didn't have the slouch that I loved. It didn't have what I imagined like the puzzle bag to be, and that's because I think I got the wrong size. I saw the small in new condition. I got a great price for it. I had gotten it under $1,500 in brand new condition. They retail for right around $2,000, a little over $2,000 in the size small. So that was my problem. And I really don't want to get the puzzle bag brand new. It's over $2,000. So I think that maybe if I find one, I don't mind if it has a little bit of wear on it. It's a slouchy bag. Maybe if I find one in the suede, I can just clean it up with a suede eraser. Maybe that is something I can add. I just don't want to pay over $2,000 for it because I know it's not a bag that I'd wear all the time. However, I love it. I think it's gorgeous and beautiful. So maybe I can find one. Next, we have the Balenciaga Hourglass Bag. I just think that bag is so cool. And I know it's not practical in like the extra small and small sizes, but I think I can make the small size work, but I definitely don't want to be paying like $2,500 for the bag. I have a video all about resale with Balenciaga, and they're one of the worst for resale. But when a bag is hot and popular, it is going to be more expensive on the resale market. So I haven't been able to find a good price on this bag. It's something that I would spend $1,500 for the bag, maybe $1,800, but I definitely would not spend over $2,000 for this bag. So this might be something that I just have to wait, let it simmer, and when the prices are dropping, maybe add it to my collection, but maybe I just won't be into it then. So that's what I like to do with some of these more trend bags, just wait. But if I did find a really good price for it in around that range, the $1,500 to $1,800, I think I would just like snatch it up, enjoy the trend, and then resell it when I was done. Next, we have a Louis Vuitton Bumbag in the Empreinte leather. It's something that I had wanted to add to my collection. I wish I would have. I used to have a Louis Vuitton Bumbag. It got lost in the mail when I was renting it out. Very sad. I no longer have it. Maybe it'll come back to me. I just don't know. So I no longer have the Bumbag in my life, but I was thinking about doing the Empreinte. And this is the one where I was looking on Poshmark and seeing, because some people were selling theirs on Poshmark, which was cheaper than Rebag or any of the secondhand sites, because they were going to close to $4,000, $3,500 to $4,000 on Fashion File. And I've seen some for right around $3,000. I know I'm gonna have to pay over retail for the bag. It's just very hard to do that. So it's, if I can find for a good price, I would like to pay under $3,000 for the bag if I could. If it's in used condition, like I'm thinking $2,800, $2,900, that's the top. I really don't want to pay over $3,000 for it. It doesn't look like that's going to work out. But if I can find a good price, it's the only one I'm considering buying on Poshmark, because it's just the prices everywhere else are super expensive. But yeah, I just love that bum bag. I wish I had it in my life, but if I was going to repurchase it, I think I would go for like the Empreinte in the black, so then I could wear it all year round and totally miss it. And if I can find it for a good price, I'm hoping that it'll become less popular, or they'll re-release it in some other way, and that'll make the prices drop a little bit. And I have two other Louis Vuitton pieces. The other one is a Louis Vuitton Noe BB. I have the Noe GM. It's one of my favorite bags. I use it all the time. I always brag about it. But I think a cute crossbody BB would be great. But I just think that it might be super cute to have the BB bag as well. I think it retails for around $1,600 to $1,700 new. So if I could find it around $1,000, around that mark, that might be something I take the plunge on, because I know I'm going to use my GM more. And when I want a crossbody bag, I have the Nano. So that's the only reason why I haven't made the plunge, because I'm like, do I really need the BB? It just looks cute. Is that something that I'll actually wear? So that's the only reason that I have seen it for decent prices, but I haven't taken the plunge. So I thought if I find a really great price, or maybe I find one used that has a little bit more patina or wear on it, maybe I would try it. But it's definitely something that's always on that wish list that I just don't make the plunge, because I just don't know if I would use it as much as I think I would. And the last item on this list is another Louis Vuitton bag, but it's the Monstery Backpack. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but in the PM size. I used to have that bag in the GM. I got it before the prices were crazy on. I was able to get it for around $800, $900, and I did love it. I used it as a mom bag. I also used it for travel. Then it's just not something I wasn't traveling as much, and I didn't need a baby bag anymore after my son, you know, wasn't in diapers and bottles and all those things. So I wasn't using it as much, so I went ahead and sold it. But I really love backpacks. I have my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs PM. I really love that. I have my Chanel backpack. I have my Prada backpack. So I definitely have things that I absolutely love and use all the time. So I think if I got this in the PM, it would look absolutely cute. I just want to find a good price for it. Some of them have been over $1,000, but I really don't want to spend $1,000 on this bag. Most of them are vintage. They have marks and stuff to them. So I'm looking at something right around the $700 to $750 range. I've seen some of the prices drop. There is a little bit more cracking to the leather. I don't want cracking to the leather for that particular piece. So yes, it's something that I'm always on the hunt for. I think I might be able to find one. I almost took the plunge from eBay, but it has to be under $800 so I don't have to pay like the taxes and duties on it from Japan. There was one that was on an auction that I thought about bidding for and just doing like $7.99 like as my max bid. And if it went over that, I'd be fine. And it did end up selling for like $750, right around that. So I could have gotten it. So now that I've seen that, I'm more confident to do a bid on a certain item. So we will see. Okay guys, that is everything. Let me know, do you have a wish list like this? Do you have items that you're only gonna buy if you find it for the best price? But it's always on this list. It's not necessarily something that changes every year. Maybe something will come off, maybe something will get added to it, but you're always kind of, as you're looking at your secondhand sites, you're scanning to see if these are available. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you again. Bye guys.